you're in Rome, you act like a Roman. And when you're in Africa, you act like an African. You get thick. You mingle. You wine and dine. You eat. Talking about dishes. Have you ever tasted the pounded yam before? In your... How about if I give you a taste of it? And then I spice up your day with glitz and glamour and the game show. You know how we do it on Radar. I welcome you to another beautiful episode. I'm Caroline Adobiyi. Let's get started.
Pounded yam, called iyán in Yoruba dialect, is a known and prestigious staple food, popular among the highly educated and illiterate Nigerians. Iyán is a choice food for traditional events like marriage, naming, chieftaincy title awards, among others. Iyán is made from pounding with pestle in a mortar repeatedly after it is peeled and boiled. It is high in vitamins, tasty, and a true dining experience, usually eaten with egusi, efo, or any soup of choice. However, in Nigeria today, innovations are emerging on finding the best yam pounding method, with the belief that this reduces stress and also fast tracks the process. Yet, most people prefer the traditional method of pounding yam. And what is the difference between the traditional method and the use of machine? The traditional method of pounding yam is most preferable than the use of machine.
Ìyàtọ̀ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀rọ fast ju ọwọ́ lọ. Ká fi odó gúnyán, ó ń gba agbára. Then ó tún máa ń ní kókó. Kò sí bá a ṣe máa gún.
Using machine for pounding yam is faster than pestle and mortar, considering the large number of people to be fed.
Àfi ọwọ́ gún lọ. Tó bá pẹ́ èèyàn kan méjì mẹ́ta ló fẹ́ jẹ, a lè fọwọ́ gún. Bọ́bọ́ jẹ́ ti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn yìí mélòó la fẹ́ gún látàárọ̀ yẹn. Ìdí àtúntò tá a fi tún dọ́gbọ́n eléyìí ó dẹ̀ bọ̀ sí.
The use of machine could remove the flavor and nutrients normally found in the traditional method. According to a food technologist, the process of grinding yam instead of pounding it may contaminate the food with the lubricants in the machine, as well as make it lose nutrients and the flavor the traditional way of pounding offers.
But using this milling machines that we locally use for grinding pepper, I believe it should be able to do it technically. But I also know that many oils that they use to lubricate the machine could contaminate the yam. So it really depends on the state of the machine. If it's good and it will not contaminate the yam, it may be all right. Even if we must use that technology to produce we should do some tests. Do you understand? Before allowing it to take root in our culture. You know, agencies like NAFDAC, like SON, they are involved with foods. But I believe that they are more involved in foods that are produced in industries. Health workers in local governments, that like those that offer food in schools and all that. Departments in ministries, in local governments, in general hospitals actually have sections for that, for foods that vendors provide for us in public.
Can you say the traditional way is more preferable?
I believe that the traditional way is better. I believe so, for now. Because to produce pounded yam like that, you have to do tests. Maybe look at the rheology of the product, look at the contaminants. So, I believe that the traditional will still be better. Because if we have contaminants at all, maybe chips from the wood, from the pestle and the mortar, not chemicals like we will have from a machine.
The fact remains that the flavor and the nutrients are the uniqueness of Iyán, which cannot be ruled out from the traditional method. Like the Yoruba people will say, if yam is not pounded, then it cannot be called pounded yam, which basically means the output and the taste are different. The process of making iyán or pounded yam, however traditionally unique, still cannot avoid technological innovations. But whether the taste, flavor and nutrients remain the same will for long be a debatable issue.
My name is Mike Upton. For me, it started with Midnight Crew.
Èyí ni ẹ̀rí ìfẹ́ Olúwa sí mi, mo gbégbèsè pàtàkì, mo ṣègbéyàwó.
Of course, well, before Midnight Crew, all I had was belief and faith that I wanted to do this, and found myself in several church choirs, and then sometime 2000, early, maybe before the new millennium, met members of Midnight Crew, in Yaba College of Technology, and somehow we became friends. Then we all became part of a singing group, called Original Love Choir in Yaba Tech, Yaba College of Technology, and from there, by 2001, we were to leave school. So we just thought that all this fantastic singing we've done in this school, will it just end with this school? Just said no. Something just didn't agree that we're just going to end it with school. So we decided on the 8th of November 2001 to start the phenomenal Midnight Crew. And that's how it started for me, Midnight Crew. I'll say since 2000, officially since 2001. Yeah, so makes it 17 years. Yeah. Well, always it's been gospel. Yeah, always gospel. Well, have I? Never really. But of course, I do songs that are not necessarily religious songs, but ultimately I'm a gospel artist. Yeah. It's society, My society loves Fuji. And somehow I found myself loving Fuji. And also I think something happened 2001 with the Original Love Choir before we became Midnight Crew. We needed to be somewhere to sing, and it was about arts and culture. And somehow we just thought, what will work here? It's arts and culture. We can't just come and sing the normal contemporary songs we were used to. And somehow someone gave us an idea. Said, "Guy, let's sing Fuji." And we'd be like, "Fuji in the house of God?" And he'd be like, "Oh, it's culture. So let's take it there." That kind of thing. And somehow we tried it and it worked. People responded well, and since then we decided to influence the culture with the gospel. Well, I think as a child, my father loved to play a lot of records. Played a lot of Fela, played a lot of Kollington Ayinla, King Sunny Ade, Ebenezer Obey, Barrister, Wasiu Ayinde. Then I like the woman Salawa Beni, several of them like that. And I think all that was influence, somehow I just from there was a frequency between me and the records, and we resonated somehow. So and all that influenced me, and I believed I could just one day become a musician too. Well, it's one of the things really is finding out that people acknowledge what you do, they love what you do. It keeps you going. You don't want to. That love just keeps you. When you do a thing and people don't hear it, it will discourage you. But the encouragement from the people, that keeps me going. And of course, God has been my backbone, my strength, my everything is consistent in my supplies and yeah. Well, first it was Igwe by Midnight Crew. Then when I started Mike Abdul, it was Morire by Mike Abdul. And then after that, Korede by Mike Abdul. So I'm enjoying them right now. Yeah.
Once again I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call this over, okay. Life is beautiful, it's okay. Jesus look already. I am in there. Oh, no more trouble, no more sorrow. I no go beg, I no go borrow. Jesus look already. Jesus look already. Jesus look already.
Well, it's a story that I hold dear to my heart. When I was to kick off I believe strongly in talking to God. I believe that God is the author of everything. Since He's the author of everything, why would I disturb myself seeking knowledge elsewhere? So let me go and meet the author. Let him tell me what to do, because he has the original in his hands. So I prayed about it, because I was taking off now as Mike Abdul. It wasn't Midnight Crew. So, and God gave me a word. I'll say it the way I heard it. Said, go and meet anybody who the world is listening to now. Tell that person to write you a song. That's what I heard. And that time it was Kabiyesi Oba Bugwaye by Monique. So I met Monique. I said, Monique, please write me a song. You know. And she was like, how? I said, please. That's the instruction I had. Write me a song. So after I gave that instruction, I left with Midnight Crew. We traveled to the US. So while I was in the US, one morning Monique called me and said, I received a song in my dream. I think the song is for you. I said, sing the song. And she went, Morire, 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 Bao, Oshemi Lore. I initially didn't like the song. I was like, I don't like it. And then she hung up. Then later in the course of a day, that same thing that spoke to me said to me, we give you an instruction and you don't like it. You don't have to like the instruction, just obey. So I was like, eh. So I called her back, sing the song again. And she went again, Morire, Morire, Oshemi Lore. I said, eh, okay, I'll be in Nigeria in 2 weeks. Let's record. So of course, 2 weeks after then, I was in Nigeria. And then we went to the studio, we recorded the song, wrote the verses, you know. Each of us shared our experiences in the verses. And of course, we made the chorus, the Morire. And by the time I dropped that song, it was as if the whole world was waiting for me. It was like, where have we been to? You know, it was amazing. The response made me feel so loved and all that. And of course, by the time I shot the video, it was like, to the acme. Beautiful, beautiful.
Good to know you're still with us on Radar. This is the game show segment, and I have right here Femi Akonde and Abisoye Banjo. Hello, Femi.
I'm fine.
How are you?
Fine.
Hello, Abisoye. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, it's good to have you on Radar Game Show. The way it goes here is that I have with me 8 questions. Each of you is entitled to 4 opportunities. I also have options A, B, and C. Whoever gets most of the questions correctly emerges the winner of the game show. But there is room for a bonus, answer. If you have the answer correctly from the person who gets it wrong, then it becomes a bonus mark for you.
Okay.
Let me start with Abisoye. Between questions 1 and 8, which would you go for?
Question 1.
Question 1. 13 multiplied by 11 is equal to what? A, 112. B, 143. C, 214.
B.
143, not 214. Okay, if you go for that, you are correct. Now over to you.
Yes. Question 2.
When did the Cold War end? You know, the Cold War between USA and USSR started in 1947. When did it end? A, 1989. B, 1950. C, 1860.
A.
That is 1989.
Yes.
That is correct. It's such a good start. Now, let's go back to you now, Abisoye.
Question 4.
Question number 4. All but one of these are the books written by Chinua Achebe. All but one of these are the books written by Chinua Achebe. Which of the following is not written by Chinua Achebe? A, Things Fall Apart. B, Trials of Brother Jericho. C, Arrow of God.
A.
Things Fall Apart is the wrong answer. Do you want to give it a try?
The
Options. Which of this is not written by Chinua Achebe? A, Things Fall Apart, she picked, which is wrong. B, Trials of Brother Jericho. C, Arrow of God.
A.
She picked A,
Okay, she
and
picked
it's the
A.
wrong answer.
B.
Trials of Brother Jericho is the correct answer because it is not written by Chinua Achebe, and it's not even Trials of Brother Jericho. The popular book is actually not Trials of Brother Jericho because it's actually Trials of Brother Jero. Let's go back to you now, Femi.
Yes. Question 5.
Question 5. Nelson Mandela died when? A. 5th December 2013, B. 5th December 2014, and C. 5th December 2015.
A.
5th December 2013. Are you sure?
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Now back to you.
Question 7.
Question number 7. How many digits has a million? A. 6, B. 8, C. 7.
A.
That is 6. A million has 6 digits. That is wrong. Do you want to give it a try?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me hear the.
How many digits has a million? A. 6, B. 8, C. 7. She picked 6, which is wrong.
B.
8. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is equally wrong. The answer is 7. A million has 7 digits. The zeros are 6 and the 1, a million. I didn't say 10. I didn't say 20. The 1 makes the 7th digit. Okay. Now, over to you.
Question 8.
Question number 8. What class of food does meat, fish, and egg belong to? What class of food does meat, fish, and egg belong to? A. Carbohydrate. B. Protein. C. Vitamins.
B.
Protein, not carbohydrate.
Yes.
If that is your final answer, you are correct. Now over to you, Abisoyi.
Question 3.
Question 3 is the literature book The Lion and the Jewel was written by A. Chinua Achebe, B. Wole Soyinka, C. Adam Smith.
B.
Wole Soyinka is the correct answer.
Question 6.
Question number 6. River Limpopo is situated in which continent? A. Paris, B. Africa, C. Germany.
B.
Africa. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Now the final question goes to you, Abisoye. What is the capital of Edo State? A. Benin City, B. Zamfara, C. Delta.
A.
Benin City is the capital of Edo State. And that is all the questions we have. But already Femi Akonde is the winner because he got some of the questions you got wrong, the bonus questions. You got them right, though not all of it. Femi, congratulations for emerging as a winner.
Yes,
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Were you expecting to win?
Yes.
You knew you were going to win from the beginning?
Yes.
Can you beat that? Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, it's good that you won.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Abiso. You really tried, pulled it through. But we learn every day. You can't know everything, but it's good to keep acquiring more and more knowledge. So how do you feel? At least you're glad that you gave it a try, right?
Yes.
Next time, I'm sure you beat him. Thank you so much, and that's all we have on Radar Game Show. Well, it's never too late to learn more about your environment. And with that, I call it a wrap.